what's really happening in the serene, high-altitude desert of Ladakh. You might know it for its stunning landscapes, but right now, it's the center of a massive protest movement. And at its heart is Sonam Wangchuk, the very same innovator who inspired a key character in the movie 3 Idiots. He's been on a hunger strike, but this story goes much deeper than just one man's protest. Let us break down what the people of Ladakh are fighting for and why things have recently taken a tragic turn. Back in 2019, Ladakh was carved out from Jammu and Kashmir and made a union territory. Initially, many Ladakhis celebrated this move, hoping it would bring development and a unique identity. However, that optimism quickly faded. Without an elected legislature, they felt their voices were lost. More importantly, they lost the constitutional protections that safeguarded their land, their jobs, and their unique tribal culture. Now, they fear a wave of outside industrialization could threaten their fragile ecosystem and way of life forever. So, what are their demands? It boils down to 4 key points, championed by groups like the Leh Apex Body and the Kargil Democratic Alliance. First, they want full statehood for Ladakh, giving them their own elected government. Second, and this is a big one, they demand inclusion in the 6th schedule of the Indian Constitution. This schedule is designed to protect tribal areas, giving local councils power over land, resources, and cultural affairs. Protesters argue this is crucial for a region where the majority of the population is tribal. Third, they want separate parliamentary seats for Leh and Kargil instead of the single seat they share now, to ensure better representation. And finally, they're asking for job reservations for local youth to combat rising unemployment. Protest leaders are also quick to point out that the ruling party itself had promised to work towards 6th schedule status in its 2020 local election manifesto. This is where Sonam Wangchuk comes in. As a respected engineer and environmentalist, he has become the face of this nonviolent movement. He has used hunger strikes fasts, lasting 4 weeks at a time, to draw attention to their cause and urge the government to engage in meaningful dialogue. His peaceful methods have garnered support from across the country and the world. However, in a recent escalation this past September, the situation took a dark turn, as 2 elderly hunger strikers were hospitalized. Frustration among the youth boiled over. Protests in Leh turned violent, leading to clashes with police. Tragically, at least 4 protesters lost their lives, and many more were injured. Government property and a political party office were reportedly set on fire. In the wake of this violence, a deeply saddened Sonam Wangchuk called off his hunger strike. He lamented that the path of peace had seemingly failed and appealed for calm. He described the events not as planned chaos, but as a spontaneous Gen Z revolution, an outburst from a generation frustrated by years of what they see as broken promises and a bleak future with no jobs. The government's response was swift. They blamed Wangchuk for inciting the violence with what they called provocative statements, and detained him under the stringent National Security Act. This move has been widely criticized by opposition parties and human rights activists. Aditya Nai, the license for the NGO that runs his renowned school, was cancelled, citing alleged financial irregularities. So, here we are. A region known for its peace is now caught in a storm of protest, political promises, and tragic violence. The people of Ladakh feel they are fighting for their very survival for their land, their culture, and the future of their children. The story is far from over, and what happens next in this remote Himalayan region could have significant implications for a long time to come. Thank you so much for watching. What are your thoughts on this complex situation? Let us know in the comments below. And if you want to stay informed on important stories like this, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel. We'll see you in the next one.